So this test is for complex carbohydrates, and we have here starch and we have glucose. You know, glucose is a simple carbohydrate, and glucose is a molecule that is the building blocks for a more complex molecules such as starch. So a test for complex carbohydrates is using iodines. Now there are different iodine preparations for different purposes. This particular one is called Lubel's iodine, and it's a little bit more caramel color. There are other iodine preparations which are lighter or darker, but that is irrelevant for this experiment. Is just general information. So we have starch, a complex carbohydrate. We have glucose, a complex carbohydrate, and I'm going to do a test here with potato. This is a potato, and I'm going to add a drop of the iodine. And you're going to see that the iodine is going to start reacting with the starch in the amyloplasts. The amyloplasts are these organelles that store the starch in potato. So that iodine is going to start turning black, those amyloplasts. If you were to look at these under the microscope, the amyloplasts will look somewhere between a bluish purple, deep purple, and those that have a very heavy staining will be almost black. Now you've seen how this stain has turned from a brown or amber color to completely black. Now we're going to do the same thing on the test tube where we have basically a starch solution, and it's a super saturated starch solution, so it's a little bit milky. And we have here a 30% glucose solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a drop of our iodine to each of the tubes, and we're going to see the reaction. So I'm going to hold the tubes like that, and we have the first tube is I'm going to do the glucose first, okay? One drop of the glucose, and one drop of the iodine into the glucose, and you see that basically it's just yellowish. It has no effect whatsoever, and we're going to add a drop of the iodine on the starch solution. And I'm going to shake them, so we're going to see the effect, and you can see how the starch solution turns completely black. So a test for complex carbohydrates is iodine. Using iodine, iodine will react with the complex carbohydrates and it will turn completely black, such as the test with iodine in the potato. So starch is positive in accordance to the iodine test, positive for a complex carbohydrate, while glucose isn't. Thank you so much.